Okay, hi there, Zach. Welcome to lesson 105. This lesson starts on page 443 of your book, and we're going to be talking about factoring by grouping. I think you're really going to like this lesson. It's short and sweet and to the point. You're going to understand it right away. First, let's look at this comic. It looks like we've got Darth Vader here who has put his helmet down and he's restocking up on his oxygen, which is there, and these guys are hiding under the counter, and looks like they have switched out the tanks and labeled this oxygen, but it might actually be helium. So when Darth Vader talks, he's going to sound pretty funny, maybe not quite as intimidating, huh? All right, let's jump right in. Now, this is so cool. You are going to love it. I am super excited about this. You're seriously, it's going to be great. You're going to like this. Cool. All right, so this is the expression that they give us. And then they say, they want you to notice that this can be simplified when you notice what is in common between them. So for example, this has a y, this has a y. So how could we change this expression? If we change this just the first two terms, we could factor out that y. And we could change that to y x plus 3a. Okay, let's look at the rest of it. This should not be, sorry, I need to erase this. That should not be an equal sign. That should just be a plus sign there. Now, as we look at the rest of this, what you're going to be doing on these problems is you're going to be figuring out what is the same between them. So there we've got a b in common. So if we factor out that b, it's going to be x plus 3a. Now, look what you just did. This is so cool. You're going to love it because we have an x plus 3a here and an x plus 3a here. So now you can actually factor out the x plus 3a. Okay? And then what do you have left? You have the y plus b. Whoa! Isn't that cool? So you have two expressions here, two parentheses multiplied together. If you did work that out and multiply it out, you'd end up with this guy way up here. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. I love it. Now that has a name, and it's called factoring by grouping. Factoring by grouping. All right, so that's it. That's the lesson. Let's do two examples, and then we're going to be all done. Yeah, I know you're excited about that. 105.1. They want us to factor this guy. Okay, so it's just a big, long expression. There's no equal sign. So they've set it up for us so we can see what is the same of these and then what is the same out of these. So we've got an a in both of these expressions. So let's pull that out and see what happens. xy minus 4. Now, in the second one, what is the same? It looks like we have a b that is the same. So let's pull out that b. And then we have xy minus 4. You'll know that you're on the right track when the next step is an expression inside parentheses that is the same. Because if we factor that guy out, xy minus 4, all you're left with in the other set of parentheses is a plus b. So cool. This is going to be awesome, right? So that's it. That's the whole problem. Let's do one more. We're going to do example 105.2. Now I have a feeling on this one they're going to make it a little trickier here. Do you think? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see. We do have an a in common here, and I'm going to look over here. We have a b in common here. If I pull out this a, it's going to be c plus 2d. Oh, look, we do have a 2 here. We'd have to get out that 2 as well, and then we'd have c plus 2d. Okay, I think I know how to do it. So I thought ahead, because I thought, they might have you like switch the order. That's another way they could make it tricky, is to not put it in the order in which you expect. So just think about that as you do it. So in this first one, I'm going to pull out an a, so it's going to be c plus 2d. Okay. Now, in the second one, I can pull out the b and the 2. So here's a b, and I'd have to pull out a 2, half of that 4, right? So it's going to be, we're going to have 2b to be or not to be, and then it's going to be in the parentheses, let's see, it's going to be C plus 2D. Okay. All right, now, what if you know what? I just noticed that I think I did it different than the book. Did I do it different than the book? Let's see if I get the same answer. All right, so I have this C plus 2D that is the same. So let's factor that out. And then I have A plus 2B. Okay, I got the same answer as the book, although I'm not sure that I did it the same as the book. Oh, yeah, they did it 2 different ways. So the final result is going to be the same no matter which way you do it. So let's see. How did they do it? Oh, I see what they did. Okay. So this is one way to do it, and I did it correctly, and I got the right answer. Now let's do it another way, just to show you that it can be done. They took this one, and they took this here, and they moved it here, and then they moved this like this, okay? And so then they factored out the C. Okay, A plus 2B. And then on this second group, they factored out the 2 and the D. So 2D, and then you have A plus 2B. Yep, and you get the same thing. So you get C plus 2D and A plus 2B. Okay, sweet. So 2 ways to do that problem, and either way you're going to end up with the same answer. So basically, whenever you start the factoring process, you just look for things that are the same among each of the terms, each of the monomial factors, and also recognize that they are creating these problems for you. So you should, when you do it right, you're going to have something that is the same. Meaning that there's going to be more factoring to do after you get to that step. And that's it. You know all the tricks. And so game, set, match, point, and game over. Okay, that's the end. Hope you enjoyed this lesson, Zach. Have a great day. Bye.